Hey everyone, Scorches here, and today we're going to be looking at the new snapshot for the cave generation. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have been waiting for this update for a very long time, and I'm so happy to finally see it come to fruition. I mean, just look at this. This is let me go in here. Let me go in here. This is going to look fantastic in the survival world. And with some excitement aside, let's get a little more into the details. So the cave system we're looking at right now is considered a cheese cave. Now, you might be wondering why they call it a cheese cave, and I don't know, to be honest. My guess is they described it as Swiss cheese, and I guess where the holes would go in the Swiss cheese would these pillars would exist. That's the only thing I can think of. But you know what? I'm really liking it. And the other type of cave system is considered the spaghetti caves. They're long, squiggly tunnels and sometimes wide. And I think this is what we're looking at here. Maybe here. Well, this kind of looks more like a generic one. Yeah, that might be just the normal one. But see, there's one here that drops down. And I think they're less exciting than the cheese caves. But overall, I'm still pleased with how it turned out. Now, I'm getting a little carried away here. Towards the surface, you'll still see the normal cave generation. It's when you dive down deeper, they actually start to see the new cave generation. I mean, just look at this. This looks amazing. One thing I should note is I currently have night vision on right now because this cave system is very, very dark. So if I were to clear the effect here, oh, that gave it to me. If I clear it, you'll actually see how dark this cave system can be. And I don't know how it looks on YouTube with its compression. I have the brightness turned all the way up, and it just looks fantastic. But you definitely want to bring some torches if you find a system like this. Some of you might be wondering why I'm underneath the world, just flying around looking at the bedrock underneath. Well, I have a surprise for you. If we look at our position, the X, Y, Z, you'll see my Y value is negative 68. That's right, they have increased the limit in which we can build. They've added 64 blocks underneath Y equals 0, and they've also added 64 more blocks above the world height limit. That is right, if we go up, you will see that I can't place a block above this, but the target block is located at 319. So now the height limit for building is 320, and you can see it in the warning down below. Oh man, this is a long fall. So along with the underground cave system, they now have these underground lakes known as aquifers. It's an area of local water level that's independent of the sea level, and if I press F3 here and I walk over to where this block is, you'll see that it's at negative 23, way below sea level. Currently, these aquifers can only spawn below Y is 31. This is going to change in the future, though. And something else that spawns occasionally is these magma blocks. So a change I made with mine shafts is they actually spawn this oak block here. So we will no longer be seeing platforms that just float over nothing. They'll be supported by these oak logs. So I cleared out a little area just to see how the ore generates. And all the way to the bedrock, which is now Y equals negative 64, you'll see that diamonds still spawn, redstone, iron, just everything. So we have a little more room to work with to find diamonds, although I think it's still going to be very difficult. So that was a very brief overview of the new cave system that's going to come out with Minecraft. And now we're going to cover additional changes that were made from the previous snapshot. Note, I was unable to cover the previous snapshot due to travel plans. If you have not seen the previous snapshot, I highly recommend you check out Exuma's video on it. I will link it in the description, and if I'm smart enough on YouTube, I'll put it in the top right corner for you. Highly recommend you go watch it. He does a great job covering the previous snapshot. And with that being said, let's look at some of the changes. So one of the things they added in the previous snapshot were these giant drip leaves. And if you stand on them, they tilt and will drop you. So they're going to be great for parkour challenges. But the previous snapshot, you were able to crouch or hold the jump button, and they wouldn't fall down. They've changed it so it will drop you no matter what you're doing. The only exception is if it's powered by redstone, then it will stay up, but all the other ones will start to fall. Oh, and I'm just apparently bad at parkour. There we go. And previously, shooting these would break the drip leaf, but now if you shoot them with a projectile, they just fall down. And then one of the final changes was they had a texture update for the hanging roots, which you see underneath those dirt blocks over there. And then they also had a change for the drip leaves. And that covers the Snapshots preview. Leave a comment on what you think you're going to build with the new height limit. I'm not sure what I'm going to build yet, but I think I'm going to build a taller cactus. Don't ask. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.